Welcome to another episode, everyone. OG Blood Member explains how checking in is very real in LA and people are upset about it. A lot of backlash after this interview by Benihana BJ. He says that some NBA players have had to check in and he names names, says that Shaquille O'Neal is one of them. But listen to this.
Because I know a lot of people go out to LA and we get fooled by the palm trees in Hollywood and Beverly Hills. But you hear a lot of people, damn near majority of rappers I know that went to LA for business and got robbed. Some, it happened. I interviewed Abasi J, Pop Smoke, little brother. What is it? Is it checking in? Like, how do an artist, an inspired artist who trying to make it, go to LA and be safe? Do you have to tap in with a gang? Do you have to associate?
It's not, I'm glad you asked that question because me and Unc touched on these topics a couple of times on our channels. And let me tell you out there, TV land, checking in is real. I'm gonna keep telling you niggas this over and over. It's fucking real. And what I mean by that, it's two different steps to checking in, D. Now, you can have that check-in where you trying to claim this gang or you trying to claim this clique, then yeah, you automatically gonna have to check in to that gang that you involved in. And 9 times out of 10, if that gang you involved in because you really a carnation gangster to them, that's when the story comes into play. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then you got unique rappers who's really rappers, the niggas from the streets like myself, the big U's and other niggas really, really like these cats and really see the potentials in them. But then we smart businessmen from the West Coast to know that if I tie in with this nigga, it could take my shit to another level, and then it brings my artists in with the collaboration. So we see business. So we make a relationship with them. We network and build a relationship. Nigga, whenever you hear, tap in with me, my nigga, I got you. So now they got a clearance. So now when they come to Cali, I got a support system in Cali. It ain't so much as, I gotta go check into these niggas or they gonna kill me. No, I got a support system. Meaning I got some niggas who's really plugged in them streets out there, a nigga who really got a name, that if I move around in Cali, based on that nigga's name, I gotta pass. It's a big difference, bruh. So until niggas understand that and adapt to that game, you gonna keep seeing a lot of these niggas robbed and dead, bro. Because they got this perception, fuck that, I ain't checking in nobody when I get to LA. I ain't doing all right. Niggas gonna keep coming up short. And the wise ones that know individuals out here, that's why they slide through like they slide through and go on home safely. Because they dealing with it on a protocol aspect. And that's just like if I go to Detroit, bro, I go to Chicago, nigga, I'm tapping in with the real ones. I'm checking straight in with my real ones. And I'm a general, so I'm checking in with other generals, nigga. Because I need them generals to know I'm in the compound right now, homie. So if anything happen on you niggas name your shifts, because y'all, I'm tied in with y'all. And then my hood's gonna know. That's the whole procedures, bro. See, niggas ain't understanding the concept. They just looking at it from a hip-hop, I ain't checking in. All right, nigga. But if you smart, you'll move smart. I want to know every nigga in every city.
And, this is true. I've said this before. Here on the channel, The Inside Story with me, Damian Porter. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. I have said before that it's not about money, at least, excuse me, it is not supposed to be. If you have individuals checking in and you're taking money from them in order to patronize Los Angeles, California, then that's extortion. And I disagree with that. That would be you only doing it to black people. The problem is that we have this genocidal culture. We have these gangs who are self-destructive, self-hating, and genocidal, murderous. And that makes it difficult for anyone to walk around these areas, even individuals who are from the area, who are from Los Angeles. So if you're not from there, as I've said before, it's not about checking in. It's about, as Benihana BJ here said, and this is Mogul State of Mind, the YouTube channel. Shout out to them, Mogul State of Mind. This is Bonnie Hunter BJ. As he just said, it's real simple. It's really cut and dry. He's talking about people checking in when they get to LA to save themselves because of the genocidal culture that's out in LA and other places, but we're talking about LA right now. And if you're doing that and that only, then I don't see anything wrong with that. That's not extortion. You're not receiving anything for your services. You're just trying to keep your other brethren safe. You're trying to keep your brothers safe who are not from LA, not familiar with the politics of LA, not familiar with the culture. And you're just doing this out of the goodness of your heart. But if they're giving you money and you're saying you're doing this so that you can get in on their record label and their crew and get your rappers in with them, I'm going to protect you, but I need my rapper to perform with you and etc., then that's extortion. Why do they have to pay for protection? The reason that they have to pay for protection is because we have a genocidal culture. Because any black man should be able to come from anywhere in the world and walk around anywhere in the world, particularly in a black community, without threat of harm. So if someone has to pay to walk around, so the bigger issue is not necessarily the checking in. That's not good. But the reason for the checking in is the bigger issue. And the reason for the checking in is because we have a genocidal culture and we're out here unaliving one another. And if you come out here, you won't be safe. If you don't know what you're doing and know where you're going, you won't be safe. So then you check in with individuals who are from that land, from that culture, and they tell you, well, don't go over here. These dudes have a war going on right now. They're going up. 2 people just got killed last night. Don't go over there in this area. But that's because 2 people just got killed over there, because we are unaliving ourselves, making it necessary for you to have to check in. So we have to deal with the root of the issue, which is and confront the root of the issue, which is this genocidal culture. And no, other people do not have to check in because this culture is sick. So while everyone else is safe, namely YT people, even though they still go to these same areas that we're talking about, and they don't have to check in, then no one else should have to check in. Every brother that comes in that area needs to be safe.
Being practically, if I got a hot ass artist and I ain't traveling with him and I'm sending my artists, then I need to know all the goons or some of the real goons or some of the real generals that's in that city. I need to have a relationship with them.
Is this a black thing only? Do you think, do white artists do it?
Yeah, they do it. We just don't see it and hear about it. And I'm glad you pointed that out, because I pointed that out as well. People say, oh, we the only ones behind about checking. No, we don't. They do it too. They just do their shit on a professional level, on a different level. We just don't see it. You feel me? We just don't see it. Well, how is that, Cap? All right, go show me Justice Bieber hanging out in South Central. Go show me Justice Bieber just jumped out and threw a bunch of money out his limousine just to be seen, because he moved different. And he got bodyguards and black securities too, nigga, from the hood and the block.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Justin Bieber can come in the hood and be safe. No, he's not riding around in a limousine throwing money out. I don't know anyone that's doing that, except in the music video. And so he's basically saying that Justin Bieber is, inconspicuous. That's fine. But why can't a black man wear his jewelry wherever he wants to? What does that have to do with anyone else? Because they don't have any. Go get some. What does that have to do with you? Why can't if I'm flossing all of my money, if I'm walking around with $1 million cash in a suitcase. Whatever. That's me. That's my business. That's my money. How come they can't do whatever they want to do without being under threat of being robbed or worse? Because Justin Bieber, yes, he's not going to move like that, but he's going to have his own personal security that's going to protect him. And I would advise everyone to do the same thing. You don't owe anyone anything.
So you see the difference? Justin Bieber finna come in. He going to South Central to shoot a video. You think they just drive to South Central and jump out, shoot a video? Fuck no. Them niggas get on the phone and they consult. Is it cool? Who do we pay? Who we look out for? Prime example. When Compton, the Compton movie was shot,
Yeah.
straight out of Compton, right? Because of Dre's relationship with, and Dre's controversy to and forth on from the streets as well as the industry, and then Cube's connection to the street, and then just that movie being as big as it was, they had to shoot that film throughout Los Angeles. Now, these are niggas that's from Los Angeles, right? We're talking about Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. But them niggas couldn't come to the streets and just shoot. The production company, Universal, and the big companies that was behind them, they couldn't come to the streets and just shoot the film in these hoods without clearance. My relative made $25,000 for 1 day of work for consulting to tell his young homies, stand down, and I'm getting y'all jobs. They want to shoot over here on the block. When they came over there and shot on Vermont, my relative, rest in peace, Big Devil, 107 Hoover. Just give me a prime example, right?
Yeah.
I get paid all the time like this. Consulting movie deals, consulting. Or they call me Cap. Hey, they want to shoot over here, such and you think it's cool? Let me make some calls. Boom, it's gone, green light. You get a check. You get paid. It's a lot of real thorough individuals in the game who have made it out the game just on consulting alone in the industry, bro. Being the middleman. Feel me? And knowing the ties. So it's important with this check-in thing, bro. It's important for us, especially. See.
So I'm, I actually like Bonnie Hannah BJ. I believe that he's a strong individual and an OG. I do not know him personally. I obviously don't know the individual conducting this interview, Mogul State of Mind. Again, shout out to these individuals nonetheless, but I'm going to disagree here. And I don't believe that anyone, Universal or anyone else, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, should have to pay to come and shoot a movie in some hood anywhere. Because I do not believe that Justin Bieber or Kim Kardashian is paying anyone when they come to LA. I don't know anyone that they are paying when they come to LA. Why do black people have to pay then? He said that other people are paying, YT people are paying, and we just don't know about it. Damn sure don't. I damn sure don't. I don't. So these same neighborhoods that are dangerous for black individuals to come to without paying, without checking in, because these neighborhoods are so prone to dangerous. White people can go in these same neighborhoods that are so volatile without checking in. Now, true enough, realistically speaking, they're not going to be in these neighborhoods. White people. Justin Bieber is not about to be in the hood. So he does not have to check in because he's not about to be in anybody's hood. Filming a video or anything else. Kim Kardashian ain't either. They're not going to be in the hood. You have certain individuals who are rappers involved in the hip hop industry who claim to be in the street, and they're coming over there. And he's saying that these individuals have to check in just to understand the lay of the land and to protect themselves. Check in order to protect yourself. But again, I'm going to disagree with that if we're talking about these individuals have to produce their hard-earned cash in order to walk up and down any particular street that's in a black neighborhood, in a black community. Why do I have to pay anyone to come to my own community with my own people? This is why people get money and get the hell out of the hood. This is why.
People got to get off the black and why the white folks don't do it. You got to look at us. You got to look at the standards of us, because the way shit is set up for us and the way the world is, it's professional that you move professional, bruh.
Yeah.
So you live to see another day and go home to your kids.
Yeah. Go home to your kids, let us see another day. Should be able to let us see another day anyway. If you are a brother and we talking about you going to a brother's neighborhood. And he say it's different for YT folks. We got to think about us and how the world is different for us. So I'm sure what he means to say is essentially what I've been saying now, that we have this genocidal culture and we kill one another. And we have a propensity to do this. We are self-hating, indoctrinated. And because of this, we give everyone else a pass. And we hate one another to no end, apparently. Infinite hate, self-hate. And because of this, since the world is so different for us, because of this self-hatred that we've been traumatized with, but at some point we have to get it off of our backs and can't blame anyone. At this hour, we know better. It's 2026. No one's to blame for self-hatred except ourselves at this juncture. And that's exactly what gang banging is self-hatred. And because of this, another brother who's worked hard and wants to do something for the community, wants to open a school, an after-school program, or put a vegetarian restaurant in the community so that we can eat healthy. Well, this individual doesn't want to come to the community. He doesn't want to do this now. He's afraid that if he comes, he's going to have to check in. He's going to have to give someone some money in order to come to his own community, in order to help out his own community, in order to be there and contribute to his own community. He has to first check in with his community, but no one else does. No, I don't agree. I'm sorry. Put one in their head talking about checking in. It ain't happening. Now, you have to be careful. As I said, if someone's telling you because they have your best interest at heart, hey, check in so I can let you know, man, where to go. You'll know what you're doing because I care about you. I have your best interest at heart. You don't have to give me a dime, 10 cents. Then that's checking in for your own safety, for your own good. I'm just trying to help this individual. I have no ulterior motives. But if I'm going to tell you how to navigate the city and you give me money for this, then you are extorting your own people and you do not have the temerity, the wherewithal, the capacity to extort anyone else. Well, I can't respect that.
Kids, that's what this shit's supposed to be about.
I guess because you never hear like no white artists getting robbed, stuck up. It's like just gangs target black people.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's our dumb ass with the same things as we've been doing over 60 years, man, genociding one another. And whites do get robbed, D. Again, bullshit. See, we just don't hear about it. They don't publicize it and run to the internet like they do. Them motherfuckers get robbed daily in LA. Bullshit. Go turn on the news. The news will tell you, though. Especially, bro, let me tell you something. Man, the young homies is tearing the shit up about them jewelry stores right there in Melrose. They tearing them Jews' ass up right now in LA. Fucking over them.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna hear about it because they don't want to.
That's different. That's different. We're not talking about an establishment being robbed. We're not talking about a jewelry store on Melrose. Yes, they were going in with the smash and grabs and busting out the windows and in broad daylight, mall full of people, all this stuff, and taking the jewelry and running away. So what? We're talking about that same individual that owns that jewelry store will be able to go to neighborhoods that I can't go to in LA. So we're not talking about his place getting robbed. Yeah, their banks get robbed, all that. We're talking about being able to walk down the street in LA or wherever else, but right now we're talking about LA, without having to pay your own people to walk down the freaking street. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about YT people getting robbed. Okay. Those same YT people can walk down the street, though, in a black neighborhood without fear of being robbed or assaulted. This is why Asians had all these businesses set up in the neighborhood. These individuals would be quicker to rob a black person, a black establishment, than anyone else in a black neighborhood. Stop it. Stop it with the self-hatred. Stop it with the indoctrination. Knock it off with the checking in. If you have your own people checking in, you're nothing. Go get your own money. No one runs Los Angeles, California, Detroit, Chicago, Houston, or anyone or anywhere else.
Publicize, because if you publicize it, guess what? It opens the door to tell all the rest of the motherfuckers South Central, come on down, it's our turn too now. You feel me?
Yeah.
So they try to keep the shit under on us.
No.
But man, listen, man, it be going up, homie. Them white folks get it too.
What about professional athletes? Because
boy, you must ain't heard our other story, huh?
Yeah, go ahead and tell it real quick.
It was a time, nigga, boy, NBA had it bad, nigga, in them 90s. Shaq. Oh, boy, that's big Shaq.
Yeah, he got laid
Shaq,
down?
Nigga. Boy, listen, Shaq had it bad, nigga. Had it bad till he hooked up with the right niggas. He was golden. Feel me? But Shaq was a good homie. Shaq good. Keith Kloss, another homie. Ex-Clipper player.
Well, hold on.
Feel me? Straight from Hoover, though, from the streets. It was other NBA players. Names was on that list. Couldn't get that pass, man. I lived in a mansion for 4 years, rent-free, for saving a couple of NBA players. You feel me?
So when LeBron touched down the
Well, I mean, first of all, I don't want to live in someone else's mansion, rent-free. I don't want to pay rent in someone else's mansion. I want my own mansion, first of all. That's not a flex that you lived in someone else's mansion rent-free. So you walking around a mansion like it's yours with your drawers on, like you own. Meanwhile, you just a guest. Meanwhile, you're homeless or something. No, I'm good. I ain't whoop-de-doo. And if Shaq had to check in, then that's extortion. I can understand a gang member or from out of state, a rapper from out of state who thinks that he's tough and acting like he's from the street, this, that, and the other. And you just telling him, man, you out here in the street, you got these tattoos, you about this life. This is what's going on out here. But again, not even making them pay. But why does an NBA player have to play? I don't know who he's talking about from Hoover. Just keep Carlson or something. I don't know who he's talking about. He had to check in too. He ain't from Hoover then. He ain't from the street. The hell? But why would Shaquille O'Neal have to check in? Shaq is just a good person, a good human being. I don't even like some of Shaq's ways. I don't like his politics. I don't like the fact that he wants to be the police. I ain't like the fact that, I think he be selling out sometimes. But in many ways, I do like Shaq. My mother loved him. And he's just a big old teddy bear. And he means well. And he's philanthropic. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's done a lot for Los Angeles, California. Just a good, pure human being. Shaq can't walk down the street in LA. He doesn't gangbang. Just because he has money, he has to give you some of his money in order to walk down the street. Go get your own money. Stop being a bum. Go get your own bread. I don't get it. Why would Shaquille O'Neal have to play? Now, so you're on to something if you're talking about the rappers and from the street, even though I've already made my position clear. They should not have to pay either to walk down a street in a black community. But there's at least a difference if you're from the street, just that, and you're rapping like you're in the street and you gang bang. you need to know what's going on. But Shaquille O'Neal, someone that everyone knows, who's famous, who is not causing any problem, who's not a gang member, who plays basketball, why does he have to check in to go anywhere in LA? If he has to check in, then that's extortion. That's not checking in. That's extortion. Checking in is, man, holler at me so I can tell you what's going on out here in the city so you don't get yourself caught up riding around. You're from Detroit, Chicago, New York, Atlanta, Texas. But the people in the neighborhoods that you are riding around in, they don't know that. They just see another black dude. We've been trained to go against black dudes. We've been trained to kill black people. Refuse to touch anyone else. Oh, yeah, it's a big old refusal there. That's not a go. But a black person, oh, yeah, be careful. Be careful when you see another black person. Ooh, be careful. They're going to turn into some cold killers when they come to you. When it comes to the people who really despises them and who's really killing them and really wants them dead, they have no smoke for them. But for you, just for being black, you got to be careful. You can't even walk down the street. You can't even drive down the street. Certain streets, you have to be careful. But since this is the case, individuals, and again, we need to get to the root of that and deal with that. Then checking in is unnecessary. But while we are genocidal and self-hating and self-destructive and we like killing other black men, then the black men who come in, you check in just so that you know where to go. Because other black men, again, will look at you in LA and say, this dude might be from such and such. You all the way from freaking Detroit. They think you from this neighborhood over here, though. And open fire on you. So this is what we mean when we say check in, man. Don't go over here. These dudes over here at war, like I said, such and such is happening. This neighborhood is hot. They might mistake you for someone else. Let's go chill over here. But you shouldn't have to pay for that and that information. But why does Shaquille O'Neal have to do that? If he has to do that, then that's extortion.
Came to LA.
Oh, yeah, LeBron connected with the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the king connected with the right people. Believe that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe that.
But his house got robbed of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's LA for you.
God damn. So, man, I know, man. So I'm going to call you when it's time for me. I'm going to call Spliff. Say, Spliff, I want to go to LA. I was like, hey,
oh, you
bro.
know, it's open arms, D. Don't even trip, man.
Yeah, man.
It's open arms, baby.
Yeah, bro, because I'm friendly and I'm scary.
It's open arms, man.
No.
And besides, D, we ain't doing nothing to be getting in trouble or niggas to be mad at. We doing our thing. We handling business. You feel me?
He said LeBron, the king, he checked in. So LeBron got to check in? I ain't checking in with no motherfucking body. F all y'all. Fuck. LeBron's a billionaire. LeBron better get some goons with him. He told MC Hammer to check in. He made a couple calls and dude called back apologizing. No, sir. The hell? Y'all gonna get gunned down. Why does LeBron have to check in? He's not a gang member. He's not about to do any harm to any black person over there. Why does he have to check in? That's just extortion. That's not checking in. LeBron has to pay someone to walk around Los Angeles, California. Now, LeBron can get robbed anywhere. Anyone could. When you're rich, you're a billionaire, of course. So you're saying check in so that I can make a call and tell people not to rob you? I can just get my security for that. And you need to be willing to do that for me for free. if I have to pay you for that, then I can't trust it anyway. I don't know. I guess this took a little turn because we were just talking about checking in, and I went against that whole thing, man, because I'm just tired of black people exploiting one another. And I feel like everyone can get their own money, Now, again, for the record, just so we're clear, I'm going to get out of here. I understand checking in as it relates to, again, I'm going to check in anywhere I go. Just because I'm not familiar with the area. I need to know. Is it cool for me to go over here? Is this gas station cool? I mean, what's going on? And I need someone to tell me, no, man, don't go over here. They got war going on, shootings every day, all day. You can't walk down the street, right out the street, you're liable to get shot. Okay, good looking out. I'm not going over that area. I'm not familiar with these other places. So I would need to know from someone who is where it's safe to go. But someone like Shaq or LeBron, they don't have to do this. Everyone already knows who they are. They can be mistaken for an op, like I may be mistaken for an op, even though I'm from a whole nother state. So this is why I need to check in, let me know what colors do they wear out here, how do they identify with gangs, so that I'm not having on the wrong thing, saying the wrong thing, etc. But if I have to pay you for that, then you extort me. But I'll check in with you just out of respect, let you know, man, I'm here in your city. I'm not just running around here like I own the joint. Like this is my city. I'm just running around, even though I should be able to do that. But still, out of respect, I'm going to check in. Got this genocidal culture, so I'm going to check in and let you know I'm here. I'm not here to play big dog. I'm here to take care of my business, and I'm out. Back to my city. But I'm here right now. So what's good? Then I'm going to find out what's good and go from there. But I'm not checking in to give you $25,000 to tell me not to go on this damn street around here. So you can check in without paying. You can check in because your people care about you and want to keep you safe. Or we can stop killing one another, and then no one will have to check in anyway. You can go anywhere you want to go. Because we're not unaliving one another. We've put the weapons down. Tough guys, put them down. We quick to point them at one another, but no one else. Put them down. Stay safe and stay free, people.